What? What's happening? Oh no. Let me start over. I think the issue was I was just talking to Sylvanas. Damn. I was doing that intro to Stormheim stuff with the cutscenes and the RP and all that. And I joined this dungeon while I was on the boat, supposed to be talking to Sylvanas. Um, well, what do I do? Complete Sylvanas' mission to bring the fleet to Stormheim. Okay, before I abandon, let me see. The Stormheim intro was the royal summons letter that I got up here from the Worgen guy, Sylvanas' croony, and then it told me, okay, the Dark Lady's fleet. Maybe I can just pick it up where I left off here. Please, yes, yeah. Okay,
We are the Forsaken.
set sail for Stormheim. Okay, it was a scenario, that's why.
We're sitting ducks out here. The Alliance will be upon us soon, and we have nowhere to run.
Alright, cool.
Organize our defenses beginning with the rear.
Ooh, look at
Our
that
Bat Riders in the air,
helm.
catapults at the ready.
My queen, your safety must be our first concern. Surely we can leave a few ships behind.
Looks like a goofy smile or something, I don't know.
Question me, Nathanos.
Or a muzzle.
Go. Make for the eternity and bring this
Epicpro, he's savage.
Yes, of course.
He's gone,
Come along.
he's gone bloodthirsty. I'm rabid. I think I caught rabies in Darkheart Thicket, so I had to wear a muzzle after I got out. Oh, look at this. I'm like fused with the guy. This is ruining my immersion. Ugh. That was, I guess, what you would call too immersive. These spell effects look cool, though. Alright. Looks like we're catapulting griffins down. Pew 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 pew. Bang bang, bang bang. I don't remember this looking so well. They must have did something with the graphics. I'm sitting there attacking friendlies. Friendly fire! Friendly fire! Alright. Let's kill the lady who froze that. What right do you have freezing my turret? Go ahead, cast something. I want you to. Ice Storm? Interrupted. You want to do spell damage? I can mitigate that. Might of the Ursock. See, I should have an icon there. It bugs me now. Give me my Might of the Ursock icon. I guess I could just stop being lazy and make a weak aura for it, or tell me when. We only got 11? You were shapeshifted. Oh, okay. Sorry. Where's more? There they are. Oh, there's a bunch right here next to me. Sitting there going for the long shot. I think they're gonna freeze me again. Can I get 4 more? Come on. 2 more, 2 more. You guys way out there. 1 more, 1 more. Oh, 1 more, 1 more. No, no! That was the last. Oh. Okay, Ice Storm's the business I need to get rid of. Ice Storm takes up all that area there. Oh, can't. Ah! Ice Storm. Don't have any. My interrupt was on cooldown. Come on, get out of that. There you go. I'll bash her next time. Ice Storm, bash. That didn't work. She must be like a mini boss. I can't stun her. Come on, get through this. We just need one more. And of course, I can't do that while I'm shapeshifted. Alright. Please, Nathanos, don't make me fuse with you again. I feel violated. So weird. Too big for this bat. And I'm not comfortable with the way it moves. If you ever ran Neltharion's Lair, there's a Tauren. I think he's actually a Dragon of the Bronze Flight in disguise as a Tauren. Doing some role playing at the beginning. After you take down the first boss, you gotta go in some barrels down the river in the cavern. And I think it's Navarog. It's like, come on, Druid, hop in the barrels and we'll swim downstream. And the Tauren guy goes, no, I don't think I'll be doing that. I'll go around and meet you down there. We told him straight up, he's like, I think it's hilarious. You'll see later today whenever I get to that dungeon. Can't interrupt that. I think I interrupted that though. He tells me straight up though, he's like, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't hopping in no damn barrel. That's kind of how I feel about this Nathanos guy. No, I don't think I'll be hopping on your mount. Should be able to go to bird form or something. I think the excuse in Northrend, whenever we got flying and then Wrath of the Lich King came out and then we weren't allowed to fly anymore, the initial expansion when it dropped was, oh, the frigid cold winds of the north don't allow flight because, like, I guess you'd freeze to death if you tried flying in Northrend initially when the expansion came out. And the developers' reasoning behind it was, we want the new content to seem like more scary, less like you could just hop on your mount and fly straight out of a zone and not have to worry about or experience any danger while you're questing. But I think that's the only expansion that they actually justified what reason you can't fly, like, and gave like a valid justification, because up north the freezing cold winds at high altitudes probably would freeze you to death if you tried to fly. Like maybe if say for example my Druid was flying in Northrend, my feathers would probably freeze over if I tried to swim with that extreme cold at high altitudes. So to me that kind of makes sense, but what doesn't make sense is expansions like Warlords of Draenor, and I think Mists of Pandaria was kind of legitimate too, because they had the whole Four Winds thing going on with the ancient Asian Mists of Pandaria culture. Like it seemed like the elements there were like, I don't know what you'd call them, more primal or more mystical, I guess you could say. The elements are more mystical on the Mist of Pandaria land of Pandaria, but Warlords of Draenor doesn't really make sense why you're not able to fly there, because I just can't think of a good excuse, and I don't know if they really explain or gave a good excuse other than oh, it's a primal savage land and you're supposed to be a little bit more scared while you're questing. And it's supposed to feel dangerous. I guess it's that element of danger, really. Like flying, it pretty much takes the danger out of questing because you could just fly straight over all the mobs in between your quest objectives. And while it is like something that's kind of easier to quest, that style of gameplay is like a lot less tedious, I guess. I call it less tedious. I don't think it takes anything away from the storyline of the quests and like the objectives and stuff like that, but I don't know. It feels like busy work having to farm the mobs in between your quest objectives while you're running through a zone because they're dismounting you off of your ground mount. Like, if that's the illusion you want to create, get rid of mounts altogether. Make it to where you have to fight these mobs in between because you're just going to keep getting more and more on you until you ultimately just end up dying from all the damage you're taking from 5 or 6 mobs that you left unattended in between quest objectives. This expansion, the Broken Isles thing, again, like not very clear on why we can't fly. It doesn't make sense to not allow us to fly on the Broken Isles. But when they do implement it, supposedly there's going to be like some huge quest chain you're going to have to do in order to unlock it. And I think that's annoying. I don't like having to do quest chains to unlock stuff. Like Suramar, for example. Suramar City, in order to get to, I think it's 2 mythics. There are 2 mythics that are available right now in the Nightfall Inn or Suramar City area. The Archway and the Court of Stars. But in order to run them, you have to go do all the background story. Now I don't mind attunement. I don't mind like having like some kind of a bar to entry where you have to go do specific things, but I guess having to quest separately in a zone and like not having any real way to get it completed while you're leveling and questing anyways. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like there's any benefit to doing it after you've hit 110 other than to just unlock those dungeons. I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed that I had to go do those Suramar City quests. I think if I get one of my guildies on Asarak, I run with him. I wouldn't mind group questing in Suramar City. Supposedly the storyline's good. Supposedly it goes really deep. What I've seen of it so far, it's nice, but it's very annoying that you have to run around disguised and that there's a chance that your disguise can get taken down by those people that see through your invisibility or your disguises. Something's not quite right. An illusion? Those dudes. What are you hiding? And then they knock down your masquerade, and then everything in the area then comes down on you and destroys you. Or like if you're tank spec like my guys usually are, you just fight for the next 5 minutes so you can put your mask back on and get exposed again by the next guy. It's a little frustrating. Like unnecessarily so in my opinion. But whatever. That's how it is. That's the game you gotta play, I guess. I wouldn't mind that as much, I guess, if I could fly, or if the illusion wasn't dispelled. It'd be nice if the guard saw you and they'd be like, "What are you hiding?" And then they attacked you, but didn't make it to where everything in the zone attacked you. Like maybe for RP purposes, you could have people walk by and comment on how the guard is attacking one of the citizens and be like, "Oh, well,